This is the Veteran Woman Podcast, the only podcast dedicated to empowering, inspiring, and encouraging veteran women to overcome their struggles and celebrate their successes. Now, here's your host, the one and only Airial Re'nal.
Hello, everyone. This is your host of the Veteran Woman Podcast, Airial Re'nal. So this is a little bit different for me because this is a solo episode. So I'm going to be for real and let you know that I am so nervous to do a solo episode because I don't like just hearing myself talk. Now, granted, I did do the first episode talking about the Veteran Woman Podcast, but now I want to offer more solo episodes to bring my coaching into the podcast, to bring the information that I have to share into the podcast. So let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what you think. Aside from solo episodes, I will also be continually doing interview episodes, but I also want to have people that want to hijack my podcast. It makes it easier on me and it breaks up the monotony as well. So if you want to hijack my podcast and be a host on it, please let me know. Another thing is co-host. I'm always looking for co-hosts as well. So if you have an idea for a podcast, but you're not quite ready to launch your own, let's co-host an episode together or a few episodes, whatever you prefer. So those are some up and coming things as far as the podcast goes. So today I want to talk about an upcoming event that I have going on, which is the Central US Veterans Conference, or VetCon. It is September 23rd, 2017 in Junction City, Kansas. So a lot of people may be like, why Junction City, Kansas? Well, I keep hearing that we're one of those flyover states. Nobody wants to come to Kansas, blah, 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 blah. However, we do have Fort Riley, Kansas here. Nearby, we have Fort Leavenworth, Offutt Air Force Base, and McConnell Air Force Base. So those are just some of the major bases that are around here, with 1st Infantry Division being at Fort Riley, for those who don't know that. So with all of that, I'm like, why don't we have a major veterans conference in this area? So my goal is to bring that major conference to this area. And I dubbed it the Central US VetCon because I'm willing to travel with the conference and hold it in different places around the Central US, heck, around the whole US, where you feel like there's not enough resources or there's not those big conferences like there may be in California, Texas, Florida, or New York or DC area. I will bring the conference to you. So just think about it. But in the meantime, I highly, highly recommend that everyone who is in the Kansas area within an easy driving distance, heck, if you want to fly, come on, fly. I will welcome you with open arms. Come to the Central US VetCon on September 23rd, 2017. Now, 6 pillars of the conference are empowerment, education, employment, entrepreneurship, economic freedom, and engagement. So with empowerment, topics include like the benefits of hiring a coach, because I believe in coaching. I am a coach. Resiliency, leadership, motivation and inspiration, personal development, health and wellness, self-awareness, reflection, advocacy, mental health, and mental wellness. That falls under the pillar of empowerment. The next pillar is education. So these topics include educational opportunities for veterans, educational benefits, learning tracks and degree programs, how to transfer your skills from the military into college credit, financial aid, because we all need money to pay for college, right? How to apply for college, continuing education, voc rehab or vocational rehab, different licensings and certifications. Under the employment pillar or umbrella, we will talk about resume writing, interview skills, translating military specialties into civilian skills. So instead of saying like my MOS or, all that, the acronyms that we use in the military, how to translate those into useful civilian skills where civilians understand what the heck we're talking about. Also under employment, we would cover government contractor jobs, career pathways, and even career profile assessments, which I am able to do. So if you're interested in that, please email me at info@theveteranwoman.com to get a career profile assessment. Another thing is entrepreneurship. This is one of my favorites. Empowerment and entrepreneurship are my two favorites, especially entrepreneurship. Topics include business planning, maintaining a business, financing a business, franchising, how to start your business, like, business plans, business ideas, finding your target markets, all that good stuff. Maintaining a business, which I said earlier. So automations of systems, building a website, all that technical stuff. I love helping people with that. And also government contracting and how to get into the world of government contracting. The next one is economic freedom. That is the fifth pillar of the Central US Veterans Conference. So economic freedom, being free with money in a good way. So how to manage your money, how to save, how to budget, how to create a spending plan, how to choose a financial counselor, how to build wealth, how to manage your credit, those kind of things. And then last but not least, engagement. So if you notice, they all start with ease. The 6 pillars start with ease. Engagement involves community engagement. So how to serve your community, how to give back to your community, because that is a big thing too. So volunteering. So again, those are the 6 pillars of the Central US Veterans Conference that will be held September 23rd, 2017 in Junction City, Kansas. Again, those pillars are empowerment, education, employment, entrepreneurship, economic freedom, and engagement. I encourage you to come out. Now, for a tidbit, there is an exclusive pre-conference event for women veterans. And what this is, it's like a mini retreat specifically for women veterans. So the conference, the Central US VetCon itself, is catered towards service members, veterans, family members, and caregivers. So men, women, all alike, spouses, brothers, sisters, friends, family of military members, and our veterans, and veterans themselves. This pre-conference exclusive event called the Slumber Soiree is a mini retreat specifically for women veterans. So we'll start on September 21st in the evening around 6 p.m. And then we end the next day, September 22nd, which is a Friday, around 5 p.m. Within that, it includes breakfast, dinner, lunch, all that good stuff, snacks, because anytime you come to anything that I host, it is going to include food, or food is going to be readily available. But I also want this this event to be relaxing and of value to the women veterans. So we're going to have massages. I have a massage company coming out. They're going to give massages to each and every one. Another thing is we're going to have a professional photo shoot. So every woman will be able to get their makeup done by a professional and get their headshots done for their business portfolio, for their social media profiles or whatnot. It not only makes you more presentable as an entrepreneur, but just getting your makeup done by a professional and getting a professional photo shoot, it makes you feel amazing, like a queen. And I want everybody to feel like that. So with the massages and that, it's valuable. And then overall, the networking and the collaboration and being around other women veterans and the ability to, speak the speak that we're used to and not worry about having to translate it. So that's the exclusive pre-conference event. To find out more information about the conference itself, go to www.centralusvetcon.com. That's www.centralusvetcon.com. And for specifics on the Slumber Soiree or the Women's Mini Retreat, you go to www.centralusvetcon.com/women veterans. That's centralusvetcon.com/women veterans. And you will find all of that info. So without further ado, I thank you for listening to this first solo episode with me. And I just wanted to get that information out. Stay tuned for more solo episodes that will be packed full of knowledge and content and good things to walk away with as soon as you listen to the episode that you can implement. So again, I'm your host, Airial Re'nal, certified life and veteran development coach. You can find out more about this podcast and the services that I offer and pretty much everything going on by going to www.theveteranwoman.com. If you'd like to shoot me an email, you can do so at info@theveteranwoman.com. Signing off.
You've been listening to the Veteran Woman Podcast. If you want to connect with Airial and let her know what you thought of today's show, be sure to head over to www.theveteranwoman.com and follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter @The Veteran Woman.